Morning, everyone. It's Chris, Crispy Capping on Twitter, Crispy Capping on YouTube. Wanted to make a quick video before today's activities actually start. We have 4 good games on the slate, but I want to do a quick recap of yesterday, kind of go over what I saw, and then move forward and look forward to today's games. So first up, recap of yesterday. I had a terrible day, 0 for 3. Those type of games, type of nights happen. Wasn't feeling well either. During the Twitter space, I don't know, my allergies just kind of got the best of me. I don't know if you guys can tell, but still not feeling the best this morning, but we push on, we continue, we grind. Heat first quarter, I was official on that. Did not look good in the first quarter, but ended up covering the first half, of course, right? Jimmy Butler over 23.5. I made that an official as well. Shoots 8 for 20, bunch of shot attempts, couldn't get him to go. I thought the Atlanta Hawks defense did a really good job of forcing him into difficult shots. He made a couple of them, but he missed more. I think he shot 8 for 20. Wasn't expecting Jimmy to shoot so poorly. But shout out to Atlanta for getting back into that series. Some late Trae Young, heroics. Was enough to get them back, to avoid going down, 3-0 in that series. So, interesting series. I still think that the Heat end up, pulling it out. They probably win the next game in Atlanta as well. I think they probably come out a little more fired up and motivated. And then last play was Valanciunas rebounds. Guys averaging 19 rebounds in the series, won 30 rebound chances, and finished the first quarter, I think, without a rebound at all. He ends up getting a bunch of rebounds, finishes with 11, but we took the over 12.5, and, he falls short too. So really bad night last night. I talked about it yesterday in the spaces, though, not giving all the money back to the bookies, after a 5-1 day. So the Valanciunas rebound was a full unit play for me. The Heat first quarter and the Jimmy Butler over 23.5 were more so smaller plays for me. I definitely lost money on them, though. But, smaller plays for me. But we bounce back. We move forward like we always do. We try to get it back today. We got 4 good games, man. Only other thing I want to mention before I actually move forward into today's games is the inflated numbers on Giannis. Shout out to the books yesterday. They made a lot of money with the inflated Giannis news. We had a Stars Will Be Stars parlay with Jimmy Butler to score 25, Giannis to go over his point prop, Giannis to go over his rebound prop. I know we had a couple alternate legs, Spaces exclusive alternate legs with Giannis to get with Drew Holiday to get 25 instead of Giannis getting 40. DeRozan to score 30. And none of those things happened. None of those things happened last night. So shout out to the books because they made a lot of money, but we get it back today. I always say that, the books just using the money, man. They, just let them, you lended it to them, we definitely coming back for it today though, for sure. Shout out to the officials giving in the spaces too, man. Want to say, just take a quick shout out. A lot of guys gave out winners yesterday. If you tell, some plays from the spaces, hopefully you finish the night profitable. I'm definitely looking to bounce back today. Then looking ahead to today's games, man. So first game up is the Raptors and 76ers. The 76ers will be looking for a sweep. The Raptors will be looking to, just kind of prolong their season and get a game, Fred VanVleet said in post-game interview, he said, now it's about pride. We don't want to, get swept to this team that we felt like we could have won. We could have beaten in a 7-game series. So you'll see a lot of that. I think the Embiid injury news, if you guys haven't heard about his thumb, is big, even though he's expected to play. I think some of that was Philly trying to keep up with Miami. They thought Miami would go to Atlanta last night and win. Those two teams will face each other in the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. So, maybe we get Embiid to sit, but maybe Doc Rivers and their medical staff just says, we kind of push through and, just kind of try to keep it going. So that we can go ahead and get this series out the way and Embiid can actually rest a little bit and get some recovery on that thumb. That as far as that game goes, nothing official for me yet. Moving along, the Mavs game, the Mavs and the Jazz, you got a line that opened at 4.5 in favor of the Jazz. I still think it's too many points, man. I think Dallas Mavericks could win this game again. Not a believer in the Utah Jazz. They went into Dallas and stole game 1. Dallas responded well and won game 2, then went on the road and stole game 3. So now home court advantage is back. And I can only look to. I'm never laying points with the Utah Jazz. I don't care if they're at home or on the road. So I would only be able to look towards the Mavs in that game. Jalen Brunson, Spencer Dinwiddie, those guys are balling. Reggie Bullock, Maxi Kleber, those guys are playing really, really well right now. So I can only look towards the Mavs to be able to cover it. Luka may play in this game as well. We'll see, what news we get. That's a 4:30 Eastern time tip for me here in Virginia. So yeah, keep your notifications turned on. If I see something that I really like, I'll definitely tweet it out in the first 2 games. Moving on though, the Brooklyn Nets and the Boston Celtics. So game 3 today in Boston. This is the game I'm really, really excited for, man. This is a treat for us as NBA fans to be able to see this Boston Celtics team play against the Brooklyn Nets, man. What I'll be looking for in this game. So first of all, I agree with the line movement. It opened at 3.5 in favor of the Nets. I think that's too many points. Of course, they can win. Their backs are against the wall. It's a desperate team now because they did go to Boston. They played extremely well in those 2 games, but lost both of them. So the pressure's on. The pressure's on. What I'll tell you guys I will be looking for. I do think that the Boston Celtics defense comes to play again. I don't think that it's by chance that Kevin Durant hasn't been able to get to his point prop. They've made it extremely difficult for him. He talked about it in the post-game interviews. Udoka knows how to really defend well. And we've been talking about it all season. We've been talking about it all series. The Boston Celtics defense, man, is really, really good. They do a good job of being physical. They do a good job of, just contesting every shot and making it extremely difficult for you. Those role players will have to play well. Kyrie did not do well after, the middle finger to the crowd and, some of the antics that he was doing and some of the things that he was saying in the post-game interview. I do think that this is a game Boston can win. I think Boston could go up 3-0 if they come to play and Jaylen Brown plays well. I do expect a bounce-back game from Tatum as well. He did not shoot the ball well. But if Brooklyn's going to win this game, it's going to be because the other guys will have to step up. So if you think Brooklyn's going to win, I would look towards, somebody like Bruce Brown to play well, or somebody like Curry. Seth Curry will have to play well in order for this Brooklyn team to win, because it won't just be Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, willing this team to victory, in my estimation. And then last game, didn't want to spend too long on that game, but last game up, the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves play at 10 o'clock tonight. Another really, really big treat, man. I absolutely am enjoying this series. We cashed the other day, got some of our money back on the Memphis Grizzlies after they let us down in the first game. I anticipate that the Memphis Grizzlies come out and they want to steal another one. I do think that the Timberwolves came out and gave it their best shot the other day. And I'm not saying that they can't win this game, but I just say that I do anticipate the Memphis Grizzlies to continue just to play well and start the game a lot better than they finished the game in the last series. They did not play well from the get-go of that series, of that game. But then their defense really picked it up in the second quarter and in the fourth quarter. Two 12-point quarters for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So I anticipate them to do a lot better, from the get-go. I don't anticipate the slow start from the Memphis Grizzlies. And I'm actually looking towards the Grizzlies. The line opened at 2.5. It's up to 3. I like that line movement. I like for them to be able to go in there and steal another one, because now, the series is 2-1. But I think Memphis stays hungry tonight, and we'll see how Minnesota rebounds after blowing such a big fourth quarter lead. So those are just some takes, some things I wanted to share in the first couple games. I don't know. I haven't placed any bets officially yet, but that's just how I'm looking at the games. Wanted to kind of give you guys my analysis and breakdown of, just what I'm seeing. Updates as far as, and I know this is a little longer video than I expected, but updates as far as the shirts. I talked about it yesterday on the live. I talked about it in the Twitter space as well. The shirts were delayed just another day. It won't be these shirts. It'll be the white shirts and the ash gray shirts that were already ordered. I will pick those up on Monday. They will be mailed out on Monday. 2-day shipping. Also, they'll come with tracking as well. So you should get your shirts towards the later end of next week. No spaces for me today. I talked about it, taking my son just to go have a family day. Me and my son going to Jurassic Park in Richmond. So no spaces for me. But I will be home in time for the games. So look out for, live plays as well. I might do a YouTube live or something like that later. But good luck on all your bets today, man. I hope we cash, collectively as a community. And, I'm definitely looking for a bounce back spot as well. So officials for me, none yet, but I will have some later. Keep an eye out for officials and just Twitter notifications, because I will be trying to get my money back from the books that I lost yesterday. Like I said, 0-3 day, but it's a bounce back day, man. Good luck on your best today.